please rise and give your attention to the Somerset Berkley Regional High School Blue Raider Marching Band under the direction of Mrs. Tina Roush for the playing of our national anthem.
There's a flag. All right, everybody, we have made it pre-Thanksgiving football. We are here at the Hanson Memorial Stadium on the campus of Somerset Berkley Regional High School. And we got a new twist this year, a new opponent for the Somerset Berkley Raiders. They will be taking on the Central High School Knights of Providence, Rhode Island. Hello, everybody. Alongside Brady Kudo, I'm Keegan Hamblett for our Blue Raider Studios. Brady, I think all we could just start out with is welcome. New tradition, it's not going to be permanent, but what should we expect tonight?
Well, great to be with you. First time in a while for both of us, but you know, Central's a fun team. Somerset and Central really both play a very similar style of football. They both love to pound the rock inside, and they'll both air it out when necessary. We don't know if it's going to be permanent. We don't know if this is a temporary thing, but we're gonna enjoy it while it lasts.
Now, for the Central side, they come in with a 3-7 record, and you think, oh, they may not be good. But look at the opponents that they face. And just a week and a half ago, a 1-point overtime loss to Bishop Hendrickson.
And that was in the RIIL Division I semifinals. Hendrickson ended up being the other semifinalist, North Kingstown, and here we go.
This game is underway. The Raiders in blue, the Knights are in yellow. This one will be fielded at the 10-yard line and will be taken right about to the 30. So it's going to be a good start for this Raider offense. And this offense will come out led by senior quarterback Derek Balico.
Balico, a pleasant surprise, was picked to be the Herald News preseason player of the year. And he has lived up to all expectations. They let him throw the ball more. He's looked great. Completes his reads very well. Smart quarterback. He should have a big game today.
And just the improvement that we've seen from him from freshman year to now tonight, final game in his senior year, final game at Somerset Berkley. Just committed to college recently too over the past few days. And here we go, first play from scrimmage, and Ethan Santos is going to get the motion, but they're going to go to Grew instead. Grew getting to the outside, and he has space for a Raiders first down, 15 yards.
Sam Grew with the carry.
The one part where Central's going to struggle tonight is the wing T. They don't see many of that in Rhode Island. Hendrickson and LaSalle, two of their opponents that they play at least once or twice a year, all they do is throw the football. North Kingstown, same thing. They go air raid. Central isn't used to seeing the wishbone, wing T, or just regular, a lot of running the football. This is where they're going to struggle.
First down, 10 to go from the Raider 43-yard line. Same three will be in the back with Grew, McKinnon, and Ethan Santos. Ethan Santos needs 62 rushing yards today to crack 1,000 rushing yards. He's going to get the pitch back this time. He has space on the right side, cutting right back into the middle, and another first down.
Good
run there from Ethan Santos for the 44.
Tackled by number 69, Nazir Berry for the Knights.
Nazir Berry going in on that tackle.
First and 10
Berry, we're going to call his name a lot.
On the Knights 44.
Shoots through gaps well, quick on his feet. Good tackler by Santos. He's so elusive, isn't he?
Yeah. Gets receiving and running and the pitch back. He's everywhere. We even see him on defense too, sometimes lined up in that corner position. And again, same three in the back for Balico and the Raider offense. Just over a minute in, great crowd showing up. Balico will hand it off, this time to Ethan Santos. And again,
First
pushing
down
forward.
again,
The Raiders
Raiders.
finding a lot of space right now through this Knights
Number
defense.
52, Dion Hazard with the tackle for the Knights. Santos with that carry for a first down.
Good
First and 10
misdirection
of the
again by
Knights
the
30.
Raiders. The motion grew. Balico did a little 360 at the line of scrimmage, handed it on to Santos. Slowly creeping towards that 1,000 mark.
Now, what do you think if you're Central? Do you start maybe blitzing more, sending more people up instead of maybe doing a man-to-man zone
you have
defense?
to. You got to start sending at least 7 guys every time, as they just did, and McKinnon's still able to fight forward on the
Gain
tackle.
of a few.
I think that was
Like,
Grew that took it that time
Grew
from
also
Ethan
grew
Santos.
on the ball, but McKinnon was out rumbling and grumbling.
He was
out
diving
near
for
the
something.
35, yeah.
Second and 9.
McKinnon also part of the Raider marching band, and that was part of an article with the Somerset Sentinel. So very interesting that Freitas was allowing McKinnon to do the marching band through halftime when they're usually in the locker room and to play on this team as well.
Great article by George Austin on that.
There's second down and 9.
Raiders got 2nd and 9. Do you think they throw the ball?
I think at some point, I wouldn't do it on this play. I think you maybe get Santos, he gets the motion. They're gonna pitch it back to him. Santos with Balico trying to block for him on the side. He'll run out of
Carried
bounds
by
at about
Santos.
the 25-yard line.
It's nice to see Balico getting in there blocking.
We see in warm-ups too, Balico, whenever they
Gain
do
of
the
about
sprint across the field,
7.
he's always the
Looks like
first guy that
3rd and-
finishes too.
3rd and 3.
And he's not first, he's top 3. We're seeing that today.
Somerset Berkley coming into this game undefeated at home on the year, 5-0. And Nick Freitas said that the keys to win for the Raiders, he mentioned 4 of them, get the offense going early, which so far they're doing. Proper execution, getting stops, and winning that turnover battle.
So far, so good for the Raiders. Same 3 in the backfield.
3rd down and 4 now. We'll see what they do. Grew gets the motion this time. It's going to go back to him. We have a flag thrown on the side. Grew pushes forward.
And
That
there
would
is a
be enough
flag
for a
on the
first
play.
down, but we'll see if this one's going to be coming back. Coach Freitas doesn't seem too happy with the call.
It looked like a false start right from the get-go.
And it is on the Raiders.
Now, usually we see at the upper levels, if it's a false start, they'll blow it down right away, but wasn't really in any intention of stopping the play.
Depending on when the false
3rd
start
and
takes
9.
place, too. If it's right at the snap or right before the snap, they let the play go, which is the right thing to do, in my opinion. But if it's, 20 seconds before you want to actually snap the ball, then yeah, you got to put
Yeah.
the play dead. But good officiating there. I say they go right back to the run. They're getting holes on that right side. Give it back to Santos on that right side.
Finn Bjork is lined up all the way to the right. He would probably be the main target if they decide to throw. 3rd and 9, Balico pitches it back to Ethan Santos. Santos finding space, and he steps out, and he's got enough for another Raider first down. Ethan Santos also playing in his final game today, getting that offense going early on.
And they wanted a flag. I just don't see it. That was Nasiah Bento making the tackle for the Knights. Checking him out of bounds.
Now, we were talking before the game, Brady, just the size that Central has right up front at the line. We haven't seen most of that pressure coming onto the Raiders yet.
Central is a very underrated football team. I mean, they've taken Hendricken and LaSalle. LaSalle, granted, had an off year, but they've taken both those teams to the limit. They're not an easy out.
This time it's Grew,
And
and this
no
time they
gain.
stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down by number 52, Dion Hazard for the Knights.
And Hazard gets that tackle.
Hazard's one of the best linebackers in the state of Rhode Island. He's a ball hawk. He's great in spy coverage. If you like defense, you like Dion Hazard.
And he'll be back next year. He's only a junior right now, so another
Really?
important piece that will be returning.
Be leading Mike Washington's defense next year.
Still the same 3 in the back. We have not seen Austin DeSuto lined up as a running back just yet. And just about 5 minutes in right now. Balico to Grew, and we got a flag, and this
Flag
one's going to
on
be a
the
false
play.
start. Somebody moved just a little bit too early that time.
That's unlike Somerset. 2 false starts on the same drive. You don't see that very often.
That's going to be something. If there was a practice tomorrow, Freitas, I guarantee you would be on that field yelling to the team about that. So we'll back it up a couple yards. It's going to be 2nd down, and it looks like about 13. Grew gets it again, hands it off to Ethan Santos. Santos up the middle to the 13-yard line. And I'll bring up 3rd and about a 4. Now what do you do, Brady?
That's a beautiful, first of all, that's a beautiful play call because you feeding it to Santos, try a little something different. The defense bit, and Santos was able to plow it up the middle. But if it's not broke, don't fix it. Keep pounding the rock inside. I'd give it right back to Santos to the right side, try to find his way in for 6.
Santos again all the way to the left side. We'll see if he gets the motion this time. And I think we're going to have a timeout called by Somerset Berkley. Yes, we are, with 6:06 to go in the first quarter.
Raiders.
Thanksgiving history for these two sides. Somerset Berkley has won every Thanksgiving matchup since 2012. Their last loss happened on Thanksgiving. It was to your Case Cardinals, 22-15 in 2011, when you were, what, 5 years old at that point?
In 2011?
Yes.
Yeah, I was 5.
And the Raiders, since 1930, that Thanksgiving history with the Cardinals, 59 wins, 28 losses, and 3 ties. Central, their main opponent on Thanksgiving was Mount Pleasant, and they've always been used to playing on Thanksgiving Eve, these 5 o'clock games.
So what the Central has done over the last couple of years, it was something that started a couple of years back out in Rhode Island. They would do what is called the City Cup. So it wasn't a traditional game. It was, for example, players from Central and players from Classical High School would join forces, and then Mount Pleasant and Hope High School would join forces, and they'd have a game. Didn't go against the records or nothing. They just, kind of similar way, except, you're not obviously joining teams, but Central backed out of it this year. And this is only good for the program. It's good for both programs, getting exposure to different types of football played around the area.
And that's your man, Ethan Santos, taking it up the middle, and he's got a first down. And like you said, if it's not broken, don't do anything with it.
First down, Raiders.
It's going to be 1st and goal now. Now we'll go back to that tournament, that cup you were talking about for Central. Now, I don't know enough about that. Was that like a co-op kind of thing where 2 schools would merge and they would technically...
2 schools would merge and they would play against one another.
Okay. That's why we have you as our inside source on color commentary today. Grew gets the motion this time. Balico is going to keep it himself. Derek Balico trying to spin his way. He does, and looks like he was pushed back. I thought he was in, but they're going to mark him at about the half-yard line.
Yeah, he never crossed the plane, but that was a great move by Balico. He really did turn nothing into something. Where that play looked dead, and Balico was able to spin cycle his way forward at the half-yard line. Great elusiveness by the senior.
Now 2nd down and goal at the half. I think you just got to do what they call the Eagles, the tush push. Just send everybody forward.
9 guys at the line, why not? I forget it, 11 guys at the line.
Now they're lining up as if they're going to hand this ball off. And they're going to give it to Ethan Santos. Ethan Santos leaping over the pile. He is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Touchdown, number 8, Ethan Santos.
Santos in his final game. Again, the Raiders on the board first, 7 minutes in.
That's a great play call. Do what you're not expecting. At that point, you expect Balico to sneak it in, or a tush push, or a play act like a jump pass or something. But no, work it outside, get it back to Santos. 6-0 Raiders.
Giving it everything he had, jumping over the pile. Freitas is talking to Balico. I think the Raiders are going to go for 2 here. They get a good kicker with Caven DeSantos that they occasionally go to for the extra points. But there has been some struggles on the special teams recently.
And not even that, especially against a team like Central that could really turn a game around in the blink of an eye. You need to run up as many points as possible. It was a good decision from Nick Freitas.
Balico, handoff, Santos spinning again, Santos, and he did not get there. So the score's going to
And it
remain
is
6-0 with
no good.
4:44 to go
So
in
with
the first quarter.
4:44 to go in the first
And the
quarter,
Central Knights will
Somerset
get the
Berkley
ball in just a
Regional High
minute.
School 6,
You just pointed out to the time, triple
Central
fours on the
Knights
clock.
0.
Over 7 minutes taken off
At the
by the Raiders on
halftime,
that
That's
drive.
perfect.
That's beautiful.
They will be
That's exactly what you want. Again,
gymnasium, so at
Armani
the
Rogers
halftime,
is
if you're interested, go
a
inside
top
the
5
gymnasium
quarterback
and
in the
cheer
state
them
of
on.
Rhode Island. He's nothing short of fantastic. With his arm man on the ground, you have to contain him in every way possible, and giving him 4 minutes and change in the first quarter is a perfect way to do so. I'm very excited to see the Central offense.
Now with this game being on the day before Thanksgiving, Thanksgiving Eve, do got a couple Thanksgiving matchups going around locally tomorrow. We got York Case Cardinals hosting Atlantis Charter. That is a co-op with Westport.
Yes.
And Old Rochester Bulldogs going to the Apponequet Lakers. And the Seekonk Warriors going to the Dighton Rehoboth Falcons. All of those games are at 10 a.m. tomorrow. Might go to the Case game. We'll see.
Okay, Case Atlantis exclusively on TroyCityRadio.net. I know the guy who has the call for that game.
Aren't you cool?
And Diamond and New Bedford Vogue as well, matching up at 10 a.m. Good
Back
slate
to
of
return
games
the kickoff.
in the
Number
Bay State
5,
tomorrow.
Dameron Kind and number 6, Avani Rodericks.
And here is Kevin DeSantos to kick the ball off. He is going to go low with it. Let's see who's going to pick it up. And that was Bento who let it go. Will be taken at the 25 by Kind. Kind getting by 1 to the 37-yard line, and he's eventually shoved out.
Good return by Kind.
And pushed out of bounds, number 22, Austin DeSudo.
DeSudo was the one who
The
pushed
Knights
him
will
out.
take over.
One Raider in every game this year has been wearing number 22 in memory of former Raider football player Mitch Guerin.
And they will be at their own 38-yard line.
They do have a little banner that's right on the bench right in front.
I'm ready for this Raiders defense to see how they approach this unorthodox Central offense led by DeSudo and the 9 of Caleb Soares. Soares going to be active playing in that free safety spot tonight.
Here we go. First play from scrimmage for Avani Rodriguez. That snap is over his head. Bjork might have gotten that, and no, he didn't. Rodriguez able to get on that, but a great start for the Raiders defense.
Yuck.
I'm curious to know what happened. Because Rodericks, I've seen him play for multiple years now, and that doesn't happen. But great read, though, by Bjork. Pouncing on the ball, obviously didn't recover it, but already now you've got Central, second and 195.
That's going to be a 20-yard loss officially. The ball's marked at the 18-yard line. So now I think at this point you just got to get 5 yards. You can't do anything dumb this
You
time.
gotta go forward. You got trips left. I don't even ponder passing. You gotta run the football, get some of that yardage back.
And the ball was lost again. Rodericks picks it up, running for his life to the 31-yard line. That'll set up 3rd down and 7. Again, miscommunication. I don't know if that's the center's fault. Somebody's not reading it right.
It's gonna be 3rd and
Number
17.
14, Brendan McDonald.
But we talked
that's my bad. Yeah.
But we talked about Roderick's elusiveness. That's a perfect example. That's twice now that we've had a bad snap, and it's Rodericks using his legs, making something out of nothing. Once they get the kinks figured out and they put some oil on the rust here, Rodericks will be fine. This team will be fine. Raiders are going to be in for a tough task.
3rd down and 17. Do you think it might have had to do with, because they were late coming in, they had maybe 15, 20 minutes of practice before the game?
It's snapping the football. It's something that you do all year.
That's a better snap. He is going to launch over the middle of the field, and that is broken up and
Incomplete.
incomplete, but a flag is thrown.
That's
going to be on
call.
Ethan
One,
Santos
Joseph
for
Paul.
a
That's
late
the correct
contact.
call. It's a blindside hit. You can't do that.
There's a flag on the play.
It's a good defensive play. You cannot hit a kid from behind.
Got one of the fans yelling. Fans aren't too happy, but it was contact up high. It was a little bit late. I know the ball was being juggled around, but I can get the call.
That's the correct call.
So they're going to mark it at the spot of the foul. So still going to be 3rd down, 3 to go. And again, the intended target that time was the junior receiver, Joseph Forbes. So might not all be doom and gloom. 3rd down and 3. Rodrigues to the side. That is complete.
And it is
They're gonna rule it incomplete.
Oh, incomplete.
Yeah.
Looked like Demarion Kine was.
Kine had it for a moment, and then when he made his football move, he dropped it. So they will rule it incomplete.
So good coverage there from Brendan McDonald, also
Very.
known for playing varsity basketball here, the leading guard here for the Raiders. Only in his
4th and 3
junior
for the
year
Knights.
too, so he'll be back on this football program as well. 4th down and 3. We'll see if Mr. Plant, our PA guy, will hype up the Raiders fans that they usually do. They don't even need it. The fans are already hyped up.
After that DPI call they disagreed with, you got to go back to the air here.
And he is going to pitch it back, and he barely got there by half a yard. It's going to be a 1st down. That was Ramel Richards
Ball
that
was
time.
carried
Yeah,
by
Richards, one
number
of the more
2.
underrated running backs in the state of Rhode Island, over
Richards.
400 rushing
And
yards
it is
for
a
him.
1st down for the Knights.
Another guy, very quick on his feet, light on his feet. Tough guy, too.
Central Knights being led this year by head coach Michael Washington, which you mentioned before. Great coach, great knowledge guy. too.
Awesome coach, awesome human. He, as soon as he got to Central, everyone said that this is the perfect fit. And it really, the slipper still fits. It really does.
1st down and 10. Rodrigues looking for the deep ball down the sideline. That's going to fall incomplete.
And the ball's incomplete.
They wanted
target.
Kine again.
Attempted to number 5.
That was
Aaron
Kine who was the intended target. Again, challenging McDonald.
Santos and McDonald covering that.
One matchup I'm interested in, they haven't tested it yet. You're going to see Demetrius Outland and Ethan Santos in one-on-one coverage all game. It's simply put, it's your best receiver versus your best corner. I'm interested to see how many times Rodrigues will test it. I think he'll test it quite a bit as the game moves forward and when he needs his playmakers to move up and step up. Right here, right at the bottom of your screen, 8 versus 8.
Outland and Santos, they've been going to the right mostly, but 2nd down and 10. Let's see what they do. Chant of defense coming from the Raiders faithful here. Rodrigues, and there was your intended
Incomplete.
target there, Outland, but it's going to
Attempted
fall
to number
incomplete
8,
right through the hands.
Demetrius
You got to
Outland.
catch that. Nobody
3rd and
within
10 for
about
the
5
Knights.
yards of Outland. That's a bad drop. It was blown coverage. Outland at a nice little slant route up near the 35-yard line.
Get a quick sub in. Zach King in, Shane Delaney out. 3rd down and 10. Theme here tonight for the Raider faithful is Raider theme. Perfect for a pre-Thanksgiving game matchup. And it's a very good student section that has made their way here to the high school. 1:53 to go in the 1st quarter. The Raiders lead 6-0.
I see they go right back to Outland again. Coverage was busted last time. Rodrigues had a good ball.
3rd down and 10. Does he want to keep it himself? Has to get it away. That's going to be complete to the side. And it's going to be enough for a 1st down, but we got a flag thrown
Looks like the Knights might
around
have
the
might be
45-yard line.
This is going to be coming back, I think. I think they got 69 on the hold.
Aaron Pyers with the tackle.
An eligible man downfield, it looks like. That
And
was
it's
the
against
signal.
the Knights.
So that might have been on Nasir Berry anyway for being downfield.
That's one of those penalties that, we talk about if Nick Freitas had practice tomorrow, what he was saying, it's the same way. If Mike Washington had practice tomorrow, he'd be telling us, you can't make the silly mistakes like that.
Well, it's different for Mike Washington. They got the whole bus ride back to Providence after this. Third down and 15. You still going to the side to Outland again?
I'll try it again.
And now we got another
Yeah.
flag.
Couple flags.
And we have a penalty on the Knights.
Is that delay
Delay
a game?
We don't know. You can tell that that was not right from the get-go. Outland and Bento looked very confused on the bottom of your screen. So now you got 3rd and 20. You got to go to Outland here, I think. Because, again, Outland was open the last time, and then, Roderick was getting pressured. He had a couple hands in his face. He had to just dump it off to Kine on the far sideline.
Now they're going to send Bento all the way out on the right side, too. D'Souda's got to come over to help. Rodriguez on 3rd and 20, looking for the deep ball, and it is dropped and incomplete. Oh, that was going to be a touchdown there for Demetrius Outland. Completely beat Ethan Santos down the field.
That's a perfect play design from Mike Washington. You had the bunch formation on the left side for a reason. DeSoto was in help. Santos was essentially on 1-on-2, and Santos went the wrong way. That's another one. Outland's got to hold that in. Because that's 6 points. That's 12 points now that he's dropped.
It's the jitters right now. I think that's what it is.
It very well could be. And does weather play a factor? Absolutely. It's cold.
It was also raining earlier too, so who knows how that field is right now. It's that field. You can see on camera it's a mess. They're going to punt it on 4th and 20. No Raiders back there to retrieve it. But it is going to take a favorable bounce to the 34-yard line,
And Raiders will
where
take over
Ramel
at
Richards
their
picks
own
it up.
34-yard line, 1st and 10.
Now, this is the start. If you're a Raiders fan, that's exactly what you wanted.
It's a dream start, really. You're going to get the ball back with plenty of time to at least get another touchdown up. Minute 28 left in the first.
And the timeout is called by Central. They're going to need it. They got to discuss everything.
Timeout. Knights.
We'll take a second. We'll give a couple shout-outs today. Tara Peckham, filming and our director, our editor for our Blue Raider Studios. Shout out to her. Brian Moniz for Somerset Access TV. And Darren O'Brien, he's not here today, but he was doing camera work throughout the whole season. So big shout out to everybody. Brady Kudo is our color commentator today, stepping in for those evil case Cardinals. That's what we call
Listen,
it.
don't be
It's all right.
squawking.
What's your prediction tomorrow for the Atlanta Charter game?
I'm calling the game. I can't make a prediction.
Are you serious?
I'm dead serious.
Come on. I mean, I'm not going to go on here now and say what my prediction is because the people who are speed scrubbing through the video on YouTube, they're saying, oh, that's where he was wrong. But I'm always wrong, so it doesn't matter.
But if you're Central, right, want to go back to their offense, if you're at home, you might be thinking, stop giving it to Outland. I want to say no. You keep giving it to Outland. Because eventually, one of these big plays is going to break through. Same thing with the Raiders. Keep feeding that rock. If it's working, keep giving it to Santos. You're going to see it right here. Beautiful hole right on your bottom sideline.
And also, too, if you stop giving it to Outland, that might lose his confidence. That ball is bobbled at the line and picked up by Sam Grew, but he's going to be pushed back. Maybe just got back to the line of scrimmage.
I've seen more bobbled snaps tonight than I have the entire season. I mean, we didn't scout the field before the game to see how wet it was, but I don't think we needed to. We're seeing the results. It's wet.
It's almost like one of those late November hurricanes that comes through New England.
A minor nor'easter.
Yep. All right, 2nd down and 11. Grew to Santos. Ethan Santos finds space up the middle, pushing his way for first down. Defeated Avani Rodriguez.
And a touchdown saving tackle by Armani Rodriguez. And a first down, no less, for the Raiders. From their own 47.
I like that play that they do where it's a pitch back to Grew and then they pitch it forward to Ethan Santos.
Yeah.
That is a neat design play.
Keeps the defense on their toes. And every time they've done it, they've gotten chunk yardage.
And here's the first play forward for Balico. He wants to go over the middle. There's going to be holding. That is complete to Finn Bjork. We do have a flag thrown, but I think this is going to be against Central.
Finn Bjork.
Well,
First down,
first of all,
Raiders.
fantastic read by Finn Bjork on that. could tell the ball was taking a deflection, adjust the body to it, it makes a spectacular catch. Secondly, that is absolutely pass interference on Central. I'm not sure who the number was, but there should be an additional 15 yards for the Raiders.
Well, either way, they're going to decline the penalty, so the ball is going to be
that's
marked
the
at the
end of the
21-yard line.
quarter.
But it is the end of the first
So we have
quarter.
Somerset Berkley Raiders
Berkley
6,
getting all the momentum right now.
Central
It's 6-0
Knights
Raiders
0.
at the end of one, and the
Again,
second
a
quarter will
reminder,
come up in
cheerleaders
just
will
a
be
minute. Don't go
inside,
anywhere.
and they will perform.
Back for the start of the second quarter. 6-0 Raiders. Ethan Santos gets the first play of the second quarter, going up the middle to the 12-yard line.
And
So second down and
Santos with
one.
a carry gain of about 7 yards. Looks like about 8, 2nd and 2.
Yeah, Central so far, we said they might struggle against the wing T, and they've done just that.
Balico hands it to Kyle McKinnon this time. McKinnon has enough for a first down.
Carried
He's going to
by
be stopped at
number
about the
7,
9-yard line, first down and goal.
Kyle McKinnon.
Just barely.
First time we've seen him get the football tonight.
Number 50, Jotan White with the tackle. And we have a first down Raiders. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
I'm not sure who that lady is that's been screaming we want a touchdown, but I want a selfie with her after the game. She seems lovely.
Get a group selfie with all of us at the top of the press box. This is a handoff, it looked like, to
And
the
Grew with
5-yard
the
line by
carry.
Sam Grew. That was like one of those formations where you don't know who the heck's taking the ball.
Tackle.
Yeah, that's what makes the wing
Few
T
other
so
nights.
unique, and it's why Nick Freitas has been so successful in his tenure here.
Second and goal at the 5.
Do you know Nick Freitas went to Case High School?
I did not. I know he talks a lot about the painting of the rock that they do,
Yes.
where everybody writes their name, the seniors do,
Still
for
a
that
thing.
Thanksgiving game. Did they already do it yet?
Yes,
or
they
is-
did.
And Balico is going to keep it. Derek Balico going in
And
to the
there is a
1-yard
flag
line.
on
I
the
thought,
play.
again, he was in for the
Yeah.
touchdown. We get a flag
This
thrown.
might be coming back.
And it's a hold against Somerset Berkley. Back it up a couple yards.
And it is against the Raiders.
They'll back them up to full 10.
Looks like the 16-yard line it's going to be.
Interesting to see how many guys, as they get in the red zone more, Central puts in the box. Heavy pressure.
Balico throws it. That is caught by Finn Bjork, and he is in for a
Touchdown,
Somerset
Balico
Berkley
to
touchdown,
Bjork.
16 yards. And now we got a late flag thrown in.
Unsportsmanlike conduct. Bjork did something. Might have been the hop in or something said afterwards. This should be enforced on the kickoff.
I mean, he did that last time in the game against Apponequet, where he was going into the end zone for the touchdown. He made a leap up, clicked his heels together. No flag was thrown on that. So it must have been something after that. Maybe it was something somebody said. And now the referees are having a discussion.
Just confirming that decision, but it certainly looked like it was on Bjork.
That's marked at the 18-yard line.
Yeah, so instead of enforcing it on the kickoff because they're choosing to go for 2, they enforce it on the 2-point conversion.
So let's see what they decide to do. See what Freitas has in mind.
Go back to the air.
They are going to go back into the air. Throwing it short, wide open. Ethan Santos has to break a couple of tackles and can't spin past the 7-yard line. But still going to be 12-0 Somerset Berkley. 2 touchdown lead for them.
Good play call by Freitas. You had McKinnon and Bjork open on the
All right, with 9
far side of the field, but not a good read by Balico. Had to get it to the check down, and
Central Knights.
Santos was a dead duck by then.
I think you'll take that if you're the Raiders. You still get a touchdown, 2-possession lead either way. So.
But you never know with the Central team. Again, you blink and this game is tied. That's just how they roll.
And they're also going to be receiving that second half kickoff too. So still 9:37 to go, a little bit too early to go for that 2-for-1 as they call it.
This is a team that, when they played Bishop Hendricken, controlled about 80% of that game, and Hendricken had to walk it off. That's 2 years in a row now where they played Hendricken close. The year before, or last year, they tied the game, or they were down by 1. Roderick's, they go for the 2-point conversion to tie it. Roderick throws an interception.
Oh, onside kick here for the Raiders, and I think they got it. And I thought Austin Jasudo picked it up.
Traveled 10 yards.
And did they get it? The PA guy says that they did. The referees are going to discuss in the middle. Jasudo has it right now.
I'm not sure if that traveled 10 yards. That's Raider football.
And the Raiders got it.
Interesting decision.
DeSudo with that recovery.
I thought he got it because he started running forward trying to pick up more yardage.
He definitely had it. But the question was if the ball traveled 10 yards.
Yeah, it definitely
did.
traveled 10 yards. Because he recovered it at, right up
49.
to 49. I thought it was the 48 where he got it, so another yard, but it doesn't matter. So it just keeps clicking right now for Somerset Berkley. And they're going to start on the opposing side of the field. It was more miscommunication calling Lions. Wasn't in, he was supposed to be. So first down and 10. Balico back. Bjork spins away. Finn Bjork running over everybody to the 30-yard line.
He is so fun to watch. Hard-nosed runner. His hands are amazing. Tough, nitty-gritty football player.
And again, you'd say the same thing with Derek Balico. How about Bjork from freshman year to now, although he's a junior, still just amazing improvement.
And I've seen Finn grow as a player, as a person, and he looks phenomenal. He's playing phenomenal. They lose a lot next year, but they're thanking their lucky stars Finn Bjork is back.
And this time it's going to go to Kyle McKinnon up the middle.
And
we'll get about 3 yards that
Kyle
time.
McKinnon taken down by number 3.
Kyle
for the
McKinnon
Knights.
is, I guess you could say, the Pats version of Zeke Elliott, where if you need him to get a few yards, you can, but he's not a guy that you're going to go to every single play. A good guy to have on your team.
A good third option, definitely, McKinnon, and again, fights for those extra yards. More of like the old fullback role.
Yeah.
When you need that yard, you give it to McKinnon. I formation for the Raiders. Don't see this very often.
Somebody moved. I think this is going to be a false start.
It should be a false start.
Flag.
False start might be on. It's either a illegal snap or it's going to be a false start on Balico.
I thought that was going to be one of those false start everybody but the center, because it's always a double hike that they do. And they give it to everybody but the center, even though it's the center's fault. And it is going to be against Somerset Berkley, so they're going to back it up. The center for the Raiders is Jackson Aguiar, longtime fixture for them. Also a great player A great person, too, to be in school with. Great guy. Oh, we'll back it up 5 yards, 2nd down and 12. It's going to go to Bjork again to the 30-yard line, and that's going to get the central sideline pumped up a little bit.
Yeah, they needed that. Things haven't been going their way so far. Washington.
Number 2,
Trying to
Ramil
get
Richards
something
with
going.
that tackle.
Now, do you think, Brady, the difference could be, too, because look at the central sideline. There's not a lot of players there, so you're running mainly the same players on offense and defense. Could it be like a depth thing and a little bit of exhaustion, fatigue, too?
Well, with the onside kick, I mean, I think that was genius on Freitas' part for at least trying it, because you've got nothing to lose at that point. But it has a factor. We get more into it in a minute.
This is another one of those plays where Grew gives it to Ethan Santos, and he's going to be stopped, so it's going to bring up 4th down. We know Nick Freitas likes to gamble on these 4th downs. We'll see what they do this time.
Santos taken down by a few Knights.
This would be now a 43-yard field goal for Kevin DeSantos.
It's going to depend on the spot of the ball.
With his other partners.
I would go for it. I mean, as much as you trust Dos Santos, nearly 46 is pushing it a little bit.
He played soccer. We know he has a big leg.
Right.
So, but they are going to keep the offense out on the field.
There's 6.5 left in the first half.
You're too far down the field to punt it.
Absolutely.
So, I guess this is the right play. And it's going to go to Sam Grew. Sam Grew finding space to the outside. 15-10. Reaching over. He is in for the touchdown.
Touchdown.
Raiders.
Sam Grew.
I guess that was the right play after all.
Yeah, it grew just a great read bounce to the outside, quickly turning on the Jets at the 15 and walking in for 6. Raiders with a superb first half.
And DeSantos is out there, but Balico's going back out, so. I don't know, we'll see. I'm not gonna take a guess at all. I ain't a coach, so I don't know.
Are they going to go for
Yep,
2?
they're gonna
It'll
go
go
for
back to the air here. Get Bjork out in the flat. Little play action.
And they're gonna throw it. Balico looking left, and it's
And
incomplete, but a flag is thrown. And
Ball
this
is
one might be
attempted.
called for a hold
Number
against
18.
Demarion Kine. Kevin
Kevin.
DeSantos was the intended target.
They'll probably get Kine or Mark Santos for illegal contact. Nonetheless, Raiders with another crack at it.
This one's gonna be from the 1-yard line. I mean, I don't know what to expect this time. Maybe you just send everybody forward again, and they are with Derek Balico. And he definitely got in here just waiting to see the signal, and he broke through everybody.
Balico.
Came out on the left side, and the Raiders are gonna take a 20-0 lead.
Oh my God.
So it's 6:15 to go. Somerset Berkley Raiders 20.
Said his name
Central
correctly
Knights
first time
0.
ever.
Utter domination so far from the Raiders.
And you know what else to cap it off? Said the PA name correctly. Shout out Mr. Plant, too. Longtime PA voice for Raider football. And we don't know if it's going to be the last season for him. We know he's been speculating, giving it up. So if this is it, Mr. Plant, we thank you for everything that you've done for the last couple of years for Somerset Berkley football. So 6:15 to go in the second quarter. And they'll kick it off this time. And it's going to be handled at the 19-yard line. This is Kine taking it. Kine getting through a couple of players to the 39-yard line, but there was a flag thrown in the backfield.
Yeah, it's to be an illegal block in the back on Central, it looks like. Should be backed up 5 yards, yep. Bentel disagrees.
Of course they do. Whenever the call goes against you, you always disagree with it. So they're going to mark the ball at the 25-yard line, just like a regular NFL touchback.
You got to get the ball in the air. Let Rodriguez use his creativity, use his mobility, get him in space, and launch it down the field. Top of your screen, Outland and Santos on one-on-one again. I say he goes back that way.
And it's going to be a handoff this time to Evan Soto for 3 yards.
Carried by number 7,
Cannot
Evan
be afforded
Soto.
running the ball right now. The Raider run defense is too good,
Gain of about 3.
and you need points as quickly as possible. So 5:41 to go in this first half. Still 20-0 Raiders.
You gotta
over
get
the
points on
Central
this
Knights.
drive.
Yeah,
Even if it's a field goal,
you need something.
you got to
absolutely.
get something. Second down and 7. And Rodriguez kept it himself, going to the outside. He's got a first down and a lot more. Spins by Austin DeSuto, and they're going to say he stepped out of bounds, but he would have gone by Colin Lyons, too.
Yeah, right at his own 49, but that's what they need to do.
First
Let
down for the
Rodriguez
Knights.
use his
Number
legs,
6,
let him use his
Avani
arm.
Rodriguez.
Get an open space. Beautiful run by the quarterback.
I'll be honest, I didn't know he was that fast.
Yeah,
Like,
he's
we were
quick.
watching
He's
film
quick.
yesterday, but
He's quick.
1st and 10 for the Knights.
like when you envision a quarterback, you don't
Right.
envision them being
when
the
you,
fastest
when you look
guy.
at Rhode Island, like the 4 quarterbacks this year in Rhode Island, right? You had Rodriguez, Jaden Falcone, Jaden Mosley for LaSalle, Braden Rogers from NK. Rodriguez was the fastest out of all of them. Wasn't necessarily the most talented. I still give it to Falcone, who was the most talented. Rogers had the best arm. Mosley struggled. Rodriguez is the fastest by far.
And this is going to be another handoff this time. I believe Soto got that one again, only
Taken
for a
down
yard.
by number 65, Hutchins Mosley.
Hutchings Mosley in on that tackle. A little bit interesting. He was the one bringing out the flag today. It's usually
Second and
Colin
9 for the
Lyons'
Knights.
job to wave the flag, but they're going to give it to Hutchings Mosley today.
Look for a read option or something here. Letting something that lets Rodriguez show off his speed and his creativity once again.
Well, Forbes is lined up all the way to the right side. McDonald's on him. They've been challenging McDonald defensively. They're going to go short instead to Bentel. Bentel running down the sideline to the 30 and taken
First
down
down,
on a
Knights.
big hit by Caleb Soares.
Number 4, Nazim Bentel with the catch. First down.
I guess both sides will take that. A good pickup for Central, but a really good tackle there from the sophomore.
Bentel just putting his foot in the ground and was going, and him and Santos. Great stop by Santos, because if Bentel might have gotten by Santos, you know, we'd be looking at a 2-score
First
game.
and 10 for the Knights at the Raider 26.
Hey, what prescription do you need?
So a good amount of fans making their way to the stadium tonight. 3 minutes to go in the second quarter. Again, a Raider theme tonight, showing school spirit from parents and students, past and present, and also future. On first down, let's see what they do. They're gonna send a motion guy out right. That's Soto. Rodrigues is going to keep it himself,
great
finding
block.
space, making a spin to the 18-yard line.
This is where Central
Gain
becomes
of
very
about
dangerous. When they get a
7
play,
yards for
they
the
start
Knights.
blocking, they start moving the ball downfield,
Carried by
and
number
the key,
6,
they let
Rodrigues.
Rodrigues use his legs. This is where they make their money.
Once they start gaining their momentum up the field.
It's very, very hard to stop this team.
2nd and 2.
Two teams have successfully done this. Bishop Hendricken and LaSalle Academy.
Well, it'll be 2nd down and short this time. Still waiting for them to go to the outside. Bento got it 2 plays ago, but we have not seen them target Forbes as much. They're going to hand it off into the middle, and to the 10-yard line,
And
the
there's
ball
a
comes
fumble.
out, and I think Central got back on it. Yep, they're going to give them the signal.
And it is
Shane
recovered
Delaney
back
was
by
in.
the
He
Knights.
nearly got that ball.
Yeah, I thought Delaney actually had it for the moment.
Again, that jitters keep continuing for
Yeah.
the Knights. But it's going to be 1st and goal from the 8-yard line. 2 minutes to go.
Let's go, defense!
And we get a timeout called by Coach Nick Freitas and the Raiders. 1:47 to go in the 2nd quarter. Coming up at halftime, the Somerset Berkley Marching Band will be on the field
Timeout.
doing their performance.
Raiders.
And we have a second. When I was doing my research last night, this is what I do at Dean. I go to the alumni of the former high school, see if there's anybody interesting that graduated at the former college, high school, whatever. And I think there's a couple faces you might recognize,
Yes,
Brady.
there are.
So we'll start out with, not the traitor, we'll start out with the other one, Judge Frank Caprio,
Great
which
guy.
you remember him from the TV show Caught in Providence in
Great
that
guy.
courtroom. Yeah, he always gets those YouTube videos out of
Yes.
him letting the kids go up, making the decision, getting the oversized gavel, banging it on the table.
Beautiful human, he is.
And then also the former Friars head coach, now with the Georgetown Hoyas, Ed Cooley.
Our hero.
Your hero.
If you can't sense the sarcasm in my voice.
Maybe it's Miss Peckham's hero, I don't know.
No, but we wish Coach Cooley well, though, in all seriousness.
It's off to a good start right now, 3-2, I think, at the moment. A winning record.
And those losses were very bad losses, by the way. Out here losing a Holy Cross. I forget who else. They're on the come up, though. I'll give them that.
It's all a process. That's what it is. You got some of the fans now making their way to the concession stand for a little halftime snack or drink. Gotta tell you what, we got food up here, up top of the press box. I thought the food was good. Our camera person.
Shout out to the Peckhams for feeding the press.
No, we're not going to mention names. If you want to know who's doing camera, just go back to the beginning of the video. But let's say our camera woman was not too happy with the food. She was making faces
I
that
thought she loved it.
at least she didn't throw it over the press box like last time.
Yeah. Big shout out to our director Tara Peckham and our producers at Blue Raider Studios.
And also, too, we want to shout out Brian Monas at, oh my God, Somerset Access TV. So 1st down and goal, 8 yards to go for that touchdown that Central has been waiting to get for a while. I mean, you stick with the run, Brady, or what do you do on 1st and goal?
Throw the ball. Throw the football. If you're going to run, it's got to be Rodrigues.
2 guys out to the right, 1 out to the left. They are looking left, and that is incomplete. And a really good break up there by Ethan Santos.
Beautiful play by Ethan Santos. Read it all the way. Recognizing immediately that in route by Outland. Fantastic play by the senior.
That was about as perfect of a defensive play as you're
2nd
going
and
to
goal
get.
for the Knights.
'Cause that was going to be a touchdown, but just extending the arm out, it's perfect.
Ethan Santos is 3 for 3 in one-on-one matches with Outland tonight.
Does one of them count though because he dropped it?
I still count it.
Okay.
He had a chance at the pick, but it was over his shoulder.
Let's go, D! Defense! Defense!
Chance of defense coming now from the Hanson Memorial Stadium fans. Soto to the outside on the left, lunging forward, and he is waiting for the signal out at the 1.
Yep. Mike
There's
Washington cannot believe it, and there's a flag. This might be holding on the Knights.
Let's see if they back it up. We have no signal yet.
All right, illegal
And it
use
is.
of hands to the
Against
face.
the Knights.
So clock stops with the flag, 1:34. The Raiders get this ball back. This will give them some time to maybe go down the field, get a couple more points.
See, I disagree. I wouldn't necessarily risk anything. If you get the ball back with a minute 10, minute 20, run the football, chew the clock out, go into halftime with a three-score lead.
We'll back it up 5 yards to the 13. And again, that was Evan Soto who was on the carry last time. So out there again in the back. Same guys on the outside. Rodrigues is going to fake to him. Going short, that is complete, and that is going to be a touchdown
And it is a
for
touchdown
Central.
for the Knights.
Everybody gets one!
So Central bringing it from a 3-score deficit to a 2-score deficit, and they're going to go for 2.
So now be the 4th 2-point conversion that we have seen from either side. The first one for Central. The Raiders were 1 for 3 in their attempted 2-point conversions. And Rodrigues is going to keep it, find space. He's in for the successful 2-point
And
conversion.
the 2-point conversion is
So
good
it's going to run the
by
score to
Rodriguez
20
at
to
the run.
8 with 1:27
So with
to go.
1:27
in the
to go
second
before
quarter.
the half, Somerset Berkley Raiders 20, the Central Knights 8.
And we're looking up and down our roster trying to figure out who got that touchdown. No number 3 listed for the Central side. My guess would be it was Donovan Dotson, who's a senior. He's the only one that doesn't have his number listed. Everybody else is a sophomore.
That would make sense.
That's going to be my suggestion.
They needed points, and they got them. Well, good stand, though, by the Raiders. They played well.
Well, let's see what they do on this kickoff. And we'll see what Somerset Berkley does when they get the ball back.
Run it out, go into halftime with a 2-score lead. Don't risk anything. Can't afford to do that right now.
And that is a line drive kick that is going to be bobbled by DeSuto at the 10-yard line. DeSuto keeps it, breaks through one tackle, and is eventually hammered down at the 27-yard line. Heavy contact that DeSuto
And
took
the
no
Raiders
flag.
take
I think
over
that
at
was the
their
right
own
call.
that was clean.
5-yard line.
But you could hear that hit from up here.
27. Tackle by number 3 for the Knights.
Yeah, Dotson on the tackle again.
This gives the Raiders offense 1 minute and 18 seconds. We'll see what they do. We know Freitas likes to go down the field, try to get some points. You're saying just wind it out, go to halftime.
No need.
They might just play it safe, run the ball a couple times. And they are going to pitch it back. This is Grew. to
Through
the
with the
30-yard
carry,
line. We got a
gain of
flag
about-
thrown in. That was
about
towards the
2.
end of the run.
This might be a chop block on the 71.
Number 8, Demetrius Outland with the tackle. Penalty is on the Knights.
It was Teasdale, but it's actually going to be on Central. So move the Raiders forward 15.
It's going to bump them up 15. The clock's going to stop on the flag. So now that you're at the 45-yard line with 1:12 left, we're just waiting for the down markers to move down the field. The line markers too. And they gave it to Santos in the middle. That was another one of those plays where it was grew to Santos. 2 more yards on that, 2nd down and 8.
Number
Under a
2,
minute to go.
Ramil Richards with the tackle for the Knights.
Again, Central will be receiving the second half kickoff. Raiders are going quick. 40 seconds. Santos gets the motion. Balico's going to roll right. He's going to throw. Going short to McKinnon and trying to stutter step. He's got a first down, but another flag is
And
thrown.
first down Raiders for McKinnon. There are some flags on the play.
So again, the flag will stop the clock at 27 seconds. And by the way, assistant coach Chris Santos was reacting. This might be against Somerset Berkley.
I wasn't sure what the flag was, but judging on Chris Santos' reaction, it's
I know that might have
No,
been
they-
against
they-
Central.
they-
They're just going to decline
there's
it.
yeah. Oh, that was strange.
20 seconds. Balico dropping back. Balico getting pressured and fumbles the ball. And who's got it? I think
he is
Central picked
sacked.
that one up, and they did.
And the Knights
See,
take over.
Pressure from Jaton White
Number 18
that time.
with the recovery, Jamil Justo.
you can't risk stuff like that. Because now Central has a chance to heave it downfield and make this a one-score ball game.
It was Jamil Justo on that recovery.
Yeah, great play by Justo.
That all started with White coming on to Balico,
Yeah,
forcing that ball out.
Jayton White getting right in Balico's face. You know, he was coming hard right in Balico's face. And it's great pressure.
So 11 seconds for the Knights to work with. It's where you could probably get 2 or 3 plays off. Nobody's lined up as a running back. They're going to have 5 on the outside, 3 on the right, 2 on the left. Rodriguez has to one-hand that snap, looking down the field, and it's dropped
Incomplete.
again by Forbes
Attempted to number 1,
with
Joseph
5 seconds
Forbes.
to go in the half.
One more chance. One more quick play. Try to heave it as downfield as possible. Good half, though, from the Raiders. Central struggled early on, but they're starting to find their stride now. Once they started to let Rodriguez become himself, they're starting to find success. Trips right here for the Knights.
Last play of the half. Escapes a sack from Finn Bjork. Now he's going to run it himself. And he's still going, but he's taken down at the 28-yard line. Very close to a horse collar, it looked
And
like.
DeSuto and
No
Pi
flag's
is
going to be
taken
thrown.
down,
That
and
is the end
that's
of the
the
first half.
So
Somerset
at
Berkley
halftime,
leading
Somerset
Central
Berkley
20-8.
20.
We've still got 2
Central.
more quarters to go. We'll take a break
Knights,
for a second,
8.
and the marching
Also,
band
just a
performance will come up in
reminder,
just a
cheerleaders,
second.
they are performing.
Bluetooth disconnected. Bluetooth pairing. Bluetooth connected.
All right, we're ready for the start of the second half here at Hanson Memorial Stadium. Somerset Berkley leading Central 20-8 as we begin this third quarter. Again, Brady Kudo on color commentary. I'm Keegan Hambler for our Blue Raider studios and our Somerset Access TV. Brady, what'd you make of the first half overall?
Somerset controlled just about 95% of that first half. The run game was working. Balico was able to throw it a little bit and had some success. That last 5%, you know, it went to Central. They got the score. They were starting to march the ball down the field. I think we're going to see a very closely contested second half.
What's the number one key for Central in the second half?
Do not turn the ball over.
That was one of our keys to the game for Somerset Berkley, winning that turnover battle. So far, it's been paying off, especially on that onside kick recovery. That definitely helped out.
Yeah, that surprised me. It surprised a lot of us. But it worked, and yeah, it led to another score.
So Central will be receiving the second half kickoff. Again, they're wearing their yellow uniforms with the black numbers. The Raiders in their home blues with the white numbers.
Ready for the second half with Hemme.
Oh, God. Don't forget about Miss Peckham running the camera, too. We're all ready for the second half.
And Miss Tara.
Who's going to come out of here with a win? We'll find out in 24 minutes. DeSantos to kick this one off. Demarion Kine is all the way back for the Knights. And here we go. They're going to go onside kick again. That one took a bounce, and Central read that one well, and they got it.
And ball
I
was
don't agree with that.
Fool me once, shame on you.
by the
Fool me
Knights.
twice, Shame on
They
me.
take over at their
I don't
own
agree with that decision,
47
Benny.
No, I don't
It's
either.
too early
Yep,
to do that.
Yep. I agree.
It was Dodson again, I think, that got that, but now he's coming up limping off the field, being helped off by some teammates. And now he's going down on the ground. Might have to bring
Yeah.
the ADs out. The athletic trainer for the Central side is Mike Nelson. For Somerset Berkley, Susan Medeiros. And just a sight you don't want to see.
No.
Final game, presumably for Dodson.
Well, he is a senior, so.
Yeah. At least he was able to get to the sideline with pressure on the other leg, so that's good. Well, we're ready to resume play. It's going to be first down and 10 from the Knight 46-yard line.
Come on, defense!
And it's going to be a throw on the first play. Rodriguez over the middle of the field. What a catch
And the ball is
made
caught.
by Demetrius Outland.
Nice.
Wow.
That's what we're talking about. That's why this kid,
First
they give him all the
down for
attention he
Knights.
deserves. That's a great play. Finally
Knocked
broke
down
open.
by number 8, Ethan Santos.
That's going to be a 20-yard pickup. And right out of the gate, they're at the 34-yard line.
Just like we were saying, don't let Central get ahead of steam. Because when that train gets going, it doesn't stop very often.
And we've seen this formation a lot, usually 2 in the back, 2 out right, 1 out to the left, and it's kind of like a stack pair on that right side with Forbes and Bentel. This time it's going to be a handoff in the middle and getting
Gain of
about
about
4
4.
yards on that one.
Number
So I believe
24,
Richards.
Aaron Pyers with that tackle.
Aaron Pyers on the stop
Second
that time.
and 6 for the Knights.
Trips right again.
Second down. Throw to the outside, and that is overthrown and incomplete. And a good hit made on the side by Ethan Santos.
Not a good read by Rodriguez at
Number
all.
8 with that tackle, Ethan Santos.
Outland was the intended target.
Not a good play call, not a good read. One-on-one coverage on his screen. You know Santos is gonna blitz on that. You're better off trying your luck down the field.
Third down and 6. You go back in the air again?
I would. Just not a wide receiver bubble screen.
I've been wanting them to get that right side. Now they're going to put 3 out on the right.
I think you're gonna have Bentel possibly open across the middle of the field. I would look for him.
And it's going to be a QB keeper this time, and he fumbled the
There's
ball.
fumble on the
It's
play.
picked up by Somerset
Number
Berkley.
71,
and the
Hayden
Raiders take
Teasdale
over with
knocked
Finn
that
New
out.
York.
Raiders take over.
Two bad play calls in a row, I suppose. I just don't see the reasoning behind a QB sneak essentially on 3rd and medium.
He would have been very close to that first down, but it doesn't matter. Finn Bjork right now, he's up for player of the game for Somerset Berkley and maybe overall. A first down 10 to go from the 29. Pitchback play for Sam Grew. Sam Grew trying to fight for all he can.
Sam
They're going to
Grew
blow it
with that
dead, but
carry,
he got
gain of
about 5 yards on
tackled
that.
by number 3.
And Dodson in on that
for the
tackle.
Knights.
And Dodson is slow getting up, but he was helped up.
2nd and 6.
Second down play, same formation. It's been the same way all year. Grew, McKinnon, Santos in the back. Balico lined up right behind the center. Santos gets the motion. They're going to hand it off to McKinnon instead. McKinnon stopped right at the line, maybe got 1 or 2 on that.
Gain of about 1 for the Raiders.
Third down and about 3.5. I think we might see Ethan Santos on this one. We'll see.
You're up by 12. I don't want to necessarily say like go into complete chew clock mode, but start running it more. Take your time. Don't do anything out of the ordinary.
Santos in motion. Santos is going to get it. Ethan Santos has another first down, but a flag is thrown. That was another late one in the back.
Horse collar tackle.
All right, there.
It looks like a
And the penalty
And it is against Central.
against the Knights.
Yeah, it was a horse collar tackle at the end by on Santos rather, not by Santos. And Mike Washington just looking for some clarification. I would say he's not one to argue with officials like some of his peers in Rhode Island and Massachusetts. no
Yeah, and
less.
some people in Somerset as well.
He is not one.
Swansea, I don't think, they're not really that bad with that.
I don't think so either.
3.5 minutes in to this third quarter. Central started out with the ball, but Finn Bjork forced a fumble and the Raiders have it. This is Grew for about
Grew
2
with
more.
the carry, gain of a few.
Interested to see when Coach Freya starts getting some
Demetrius
reserves in
Outland
there.
and number 50, Jaton White with the tackle.
Kyle
for
Hamlet.
The Knights.
Oh, and Andrade among them.
2nd and 8.
Do have their backup QB, Caleb Soares.
Caleb
He would be
Soares,
the
yeah.
option if they take Derek out.
Yeah, they speak highly of Hunter Schofield as well on the line.
This is Grew to Santos again. Ethan Santos finding space. Yeah, he's got a first down,
Santos with
but
the
he ended
carry,
up getting
close to
pushed
a
back a
first
couple of
down.
yards before
Number
progress.
69,
That's
Nazia
irrelevant.
Berry with that tackle for the Knights.
2 referees have 2 different spots. And they gave him the first down.
Yeah, the side judge saying, come on, move it, move it, move it. And I think that was Balico on a keeper that time. He's fighting for everything. Look at the movement of that O-line. They haven't blown it dead yet. That's great.
That's
amazing.
That's what you want. That's what you want. Ideally, your O-line to look like when all is said and done.
Now, you got to be careful if you're Balico, though. You might be. You
If
might have a
someone
lot of
has a
athleticism.
2018 Kia Sedona Gray, mass license plate 2816CB. Please move your car. You're blocking the band path.
Again, Balico, he's got the athleticism. He's not the biggest guy, but you got to be careful if you're going on a keeper like that, especially against the Central side. He did it again. And now you got, who was that jumping over the pile? That was Bentel. 2 plays in a row they run that. They're down
Balico
to
again
3.
with the carry. Balico with the carry. D-man. Gain about 3rd and 2. Again, a reminder, Mass license plate 2816CB, 2018 Kia Sedona Gray. You need to move your car immediately.
Somebody's going to
Do you
get in
have
trouble.
a Kia Sedona?
I do not. I don't know. Our camera woman, she's fixing her hood a little bit, so it might be her. We don't know. This one goes to Ethan Santos on the right side.
He might
He's
be
spinning
short.
his way, and he's got a first down. It should be. But they're not moving it. I don't know if they're going to.
First down.
Yeah, took a
It
little
is
while
a
for that.
first down Raiders.
This game had everything. You got,
Number 8, Outland with the
you got a
tackle.
car that's not parked in the right
The
spot,
Knights.
blocking a band.
Van.
A van, same thing. A vehicle.
Automobile.
Oh, first down and 10 from the 21. And it's going to go this time to Sam Grew up the middle for
Sam
about 2
Grew
or
with
3
that
more.
carry.
As the clock winds to 5
Tackled by
minutes to go in
number
the third.
50, Jatan White for the Knights.
Just keep feeding the rock. Cruz had a great game.
Second and 8.
Santos has had a great game. He hit 1,000. I believe.
But he needed 62 rushing.
I
but
think he got it.
we were talking yesterday, not sure if that pitch back actually
It
counts as rushing.
Yes, it does.
Because if you're not going to count it as rushing, then it's going to be a pass attempt, and then all the numbers are going to be skewed one
Right.
way or the other. And Balico's going to keep it again, ran out to the right side, and then came back into the middle, lunging forward to the 6-yard line.
And first down Raiders, Derek B.
If they score here, we might hear the fat lady sing.
Well, we know it's not over till it's over.
That's very true.
First and goal. Ethan Santos to the outside. Ethan Santos is in. Touchdown, Somerset Berkley.
Ethan Santos.
6 yards.
Oh,
26-8.
That time a 6-yard touchdown for Santos, leaping over the pylon, didn't make contact with it, didn't matter, ball across the line.
Several happy Raider fans below us.
Got every right to be happy.
Yeah.
Team's out to an 18-point lead, this to make it 20. And Balico has Bjork, looking for Bjork, and it is incomplete.
Incomplete.
Good play.
Good pressure
So
there
with
on
3:42
defense
to
from
go in the
Jamil
third quarter,
Justo.
Somerset
Mark
Berkley Raiders
Santos in there as well.
26, Central Knights 8.
And while we have a second before the kickoff, just want to give a shout out to all of the seniors for Somerset Berkley playing their final game today. Put a lot of effort into this football program for 4 years. So Travis Plummer, Sam Grew, Derek Balico, Owen Andrade, Austin DeSudo, Kyle McKinnon, Ethan Santos, Jimmy Phoenix, Colin Lyons, Aaron Pyers, Will Santos, Jack Millar, Nate Pavo, CTG, Connor Tavares Gagnon, Asante Sanders, Hutchings Mosley, Jackson Aguiar, Nate Megna, Nate Poirier, Gavin Parker, Trevor Texera, and Flynn Price. So big shout out to everybody, all 4 years. And you too, our color commentator, Brady Kudo. I guess I'll be nice and give you a senior
Thank
shout out
you.
too.
Appreciate it. I'll give you the college sophomore shout out.
You wait till you're a college sophomore, time's gonna fly by.
It already does. It already does.
All right, 18-point game, 3:42 to go in the third. 15:42 overall in the game. And that is going to take a bounce at the 22-yard line and roll out of bounds.
If there was practice tomorrow, we're working on kickoffs.
So Knights will take it first
Well,
and 10
half the
at their
time,
own
Somerset Berkley doesn't
35-yard
even
line.
practice here on the turf. They go either to the front soccer fields or there's like a little basketball complex with a town hall library. I don't know Somerset. I'm not going to try to say what is what. There's a baseball field there that sometimes they practice on in the outfield. So no uprights. I don't know how you're going to work on. Well, you could do kickoffs, but how are you going to measure yardage?
Right. You come here and do it.
You can't though because they're practicing. So kickoff out of bounds goes to the 35-yard line. High school rules, not the 40. Giovanni Rodriguez still stays in as QB. Let's see, first down and 10. This is a handoff to Richards. Richards finding space. He's got a first down. Still going to the outside, past the 50, past the 40 to the 35.
And first down for the Knights.
And the tackle was
carried by
eventually
number
made by
2,
Finn Bjork with a
Richards,
really
taken
good
down
pickoff
by
to start
Bjork.
30 yards.
Yeah, Richards has been quiet so far today, but good momentum boost there for the Central Knights. One more score, they're right back in it.
And Richards is going to be lined up as a running back again. 2 each on the outside. Another handoff to Richards. Richards, oh, he had space if he just
Gain of
looked up.
about
He'll get
5.
5 yards. But if he
Number
realized at last
24,
second he was going to be
Aaron
going for a
Pye is our
touchdown.
tackler.
.220 to go in the third as karaoke sessions are beginning to start here at Hanson Memorial Stadium. Rodriguez is going to keep it. Rodriguez to the outside.
Taken
Shoved down by Kyle
number
McKinnon.
7, Kyle McKinnon.
And he's going to be short of the first down by about a yard or two.
About a yard and a half.
Third and about 1 for the Knights.
All right, let's get loud.
I tell you what, for those fans down there, open mic might be coming up. Maybe a new tradition we start. Now the chance of defense. These people right in front, they've been louder than the student section all night. That's been surprising. And Rodriguez on the keeper.
What?
And that ball came out. And, oh, they're going to say he was down. Oh, boy.
That's a strap. Are you kidding me?
And it is a first down for the Knights.
Wow.
It had to have been forward progress. Here come the boos.
Wow.
Can I get an explanation?
I couldn't tell who that was. That might have been Hayden Teasdale who recovered it in the end. But
I mean, forward progress. I didn't even think got him to the first down.
How
marker.
is that forward
I
progress?
thought forward progress got him
it can't be
4
forward
inches.
progress. Oh, his knee had to have hit and he reached over or something. But again, I'm not a ref. I'm not going to speculate. 33 seconds to go in the quarter. Rodriguez going for the end zone, and it is caught for a touchdown. Demarion
Touchdown for the
Kine,
Knights.
and the game is right back on.
Number 6, Avani Rodriguez.
24-yarder.
Rodriguez, he could not have put that ball any better. You know, if you like quarterbacks, dual threat quarterbacks, you like Avani Rodriguez. We've said it all game. Perfectly placed ball, great play design. Great celebration. And it's a 12-point game.
Now this one becomes interesting. They're down by 12.
Go for 2.
If you're going for 2 and you fail, you're going to need 2 touchdowns.
There's no difference between a 12 and an 11-point lead. You go for 2 here.
Mark Santos would be the kicker if they bring him on. Well, they are going to go for 2. If this game comes right down to the end, this one's going to be the play that they're going to be talking about. Rodriguez is in for the 2-point conversion, 10-point game with 27 seconds to go in the third.
Rodriguez. So with 27 seconds to go in the third quarter, Somerset Berkley Regional 26, Central Knights 60.
That was a big play. It was a big drive. Great job by Rodriguez. Getting the ball in space. You just need a stop here. You cannot give up any points on this next drive.
And if you're watching on our Blue Raiders studio and our Somerset Access TV, we do thank you. Keegan Hambla alongside Brady Kudo.
Hey!
Under the direction of Tara Peckham, who's also running camera for us tonight, also editing.
Miss Tara. She brought the fam with her too.
Shout out to everybody, okay? Shout out to the 400 some odd people that are here tonight or whatever.
400?
That's just my guess. I'm not a mathematician. And the kickoff is going to go low, and it is bobbled. But Kevin DeSantos, I think, got that
And the
one
Raiders
back.
recover.
Oh, that was a scary moment there if you're a Raiders fan. And I'm going to be honest, I don't mind that idea by Central going for that. I don't mind it.
Too early. Too early. I don't like it. Because then if they score, then you've dug yourself a deeper hole with, a less amount of time to get out of it.
This one is a pitch back to Ethan Santos. He gets forward to the 50 before he's eventually pushed back.
Santos
And now
with
we
a gain
have
of about 5.
a little bit of an extra scrum.
A little bit of something.
Tackle by number 3.
And I didn't see it afterwards. I was just watching Ethan Santos with the ball. And the
Second
clock's
and
going to
6
run
for
out,
Raiders.
and that's going to be the end of the third quarter. Well, one touchdown and
the
a
end of the
2-point
third
conversion.
quarter.
Central makes this a 10-point game, 26-16 with 12 minutes to go. We'll take a short break, and we'll be right back. All right, we're back for the start of the fourth quarter here at Hanson Memorial Stadium. Somerset Berkley on top of Central, 26-16. The Raiders got the ball right at midfield. And both sides switch directions at the end of the quarter, but they don't got to move much. It's not like you got to go all the way down the field, so it's perfect for both sides.
We were talking earlier, Central needs a stop. You're down 10. You've got a whole quarter to work with. You can make some magic happen. You've done it before. Both sides have done it before. Should be an exciting last 12 minutes.
And here we go. This one is to Sam Grews, trying to get all the way to the left, and he is going to be slammed down, and it's going to make it a 3rd down and 10.
Taken down by number 4,
almost a 5.
Bentil for the Knights.
And Bentil with another great play. He's been everywhere for these Knights. Looked very, very strong.
I didn't like that option by Sam Grew. I really didn't, trying to go all the way to the other side of the field. I'd say just push forward and maybe take a 1 or 2 yard loss, if anything.
You gotta throw the ball here, though.
Yep, 3rd and 9. What can Balico and the Raiders do?
Roll out, get Grew in the flat, maybe.
He's going to roll out right. What does he want? Looking for Bjork, and he doesn't come down with it. And he knows it too. Coverage that time by Rodriguez.
Took his eyes off the ball too quickly. Haul it in, then turn your head and go. That's just mechanics.
Oh boy, now what do you do? 4th down and 9.
Punt the football.
Yeah, DeSuto's getting ready to go out there. They've had a couple different punters this year. We've had Ethan Santos, Austin DeSuto rotating.
Yeah, don't risk anything here. Don't risk, pooch punt. Ideally, get it inside their own 20.
We saw in that playoff game, the quarterfinal game against the Dragons of Duxbury, that they faked this, and it looks like they're going to go for this. 4th down and 9. And DeSuto back, and he's going to punch it. Oh, it got blocked, and this could be returned the other way. And there they go. To the 20, to the 15, the 10, the 5, and he's going to be stopped at the 3-yard line. A great return by Jatan White.
Number 50, Jatan White.
What did we say?
That is a horrible decision.
You
there.
blink, and you flip the game on its head.
I'm sorry, that is a horrible decision. If you're gonna line
agree.
up to punt it, just punt it.
I agree. Because then you then buy more time for the rush to get there.
Yeah.
Everything takes much longer. If you're gonna punt the football, punt the football.
And you know what? If it's a bad punt, so be it. If it's a shank, it goes to the 40, whatever. But now they're set up at the 3-yard line with over 11 minutes to go. And this, in all likelihood, is going to make it a one-possession game.
Defense! 48 seconds in, and how the tides have changed.
All right, here we go. First play and running forward, and it's a touchdown for Central. And Somerset Berkley, I think, got absolutely what they deserved on that.
On a quarterback
It's a horrible
keeper by
formation,
Outland.
and it's a 3-yard touchdown.
I hate to disagree with you, so I'm not going to. We talked about how, you blank and Central flips the game on its head, and you've got a chance to take a 3-point lead here.
And now we talk about these 2-point conversions. Situation comes right back up again. 4-point game, you fail the 2-point conversion, you're gonna have to get a touchdown. You make it, you can win with the field goal if Somerset doesn't get anything. Or if you just go for the extra point, all you need is a field goal and we're going to overtime.
Let's go!
And they are going to go for 2. And it's going to be a throw. Roderick's throwing short, and it's caught, but there's a flag thrown.
No good.
And I don't know if this is going to be on the side, maybe a hold against Forbes.
I can see that.
And it's an eligible man downfield against Central.
So they'll assess it on the kickoff.
And the penalties against the Knights.
26-22.
And I'm surprised they're taking that on the kickoff. Could they go for 2 again, maybe get a stop and force them to make another touchdown?
If you're Somerset, you would rather have them take it on the kickoff because they've been successful with the 2-point tries, and they keep getting burnt in the passing game. So this is the smart move from Nick Freitas.
Yeah, that's fair logic. I get your point. So help me out. How much further are they going to back this up with that penalty?
Should be 10 yards. Because it was an illegal man downfield, so it should be either a 5 or 10, depending on how
It looks like
how
5.
they want to do this. Yeah.
Yeah, you got everybody lined up at the 35, so it's probably 5 yards. They still have yet to put the 2-point conversion on the scoreboard, but it is 26-24 with 11:07 to go in the game.
Looks like they can try an onside kick.
And the Raiders are ready. They're lined up exactly 10 yards.
I'm unsure why you're going to try this.
And a low kick.
Why-
And
why?
what is this?
Why would you do that? You got 11 minutes left in the game. You're only down 4 points. You're going to get the ball back at least 3 more times.
And now a flag. This is either false start or illegal formation.
It's an illegal formation.
So now
on-
you're gonna back
on the
it up
nice,
even
which backs
further.
you up even 5 more yards. That puzzles me.
Let's see if they just decide to kick it off this time regularly. Yep, they do. McDonald has to go back for it. He'll field it right at the 20. He's going to leave it for Austin DeSudo. DeSudo trying to cut back into the middle. Stiffs arms a guy. Now to the 30 and take it down at the 34. Getting ready for that
And knocked
Thanksgiving
down
with
by
some of
number
the
18,
stuffing down
Jamil
there.
Stone.
I see you, 2-2, dog. You dribble that man.
In other Thanksgiving Day action this week, Tolman beat Shea last night 26-20 in the Battle of Pawtucket. Moses Brown and St. Raphael in action right now, as is Situate Johnston and Davies and North Smithfield.
And now they're just trying to make sure everything's lined up. They might have had to get that kicking ball off to the side. First down, 10 to go from the Raider 35-yard line. It's going to go to Grew, who's going to leave it for Santos. Ethan Santos
Good block
getting
by
to the
Bellico.
outside again. And they're
Gain
just
of
grabbing
about
his
6
ankle
for
right there. That was Richards that time, making the stop.
Yeah, well, tackled by the shoelaces there.
On second down, it goes to Sam Grew. Grew finding space, and he's going to be very
Grew with the
close.
carry.
Half a yard short. It looked like, but the side judge is saying first down. He looked to be
First
about
down,
half a yard
Raiders.
short.
That nose of the ball is touching that
I don't know
45-yard
about
line.
that.
So
That's not a good spot.
$10 minutes to go.
Plenty of time for both teams, should something happen.
Go first down 10. Ethan Santos not getting anywhere. Maybe lost a yard.
No gain.
Richards in on that one.
And Jaton White in there to help bring him down as well.
Outland and White with the tackle for the Knights.
Demetrius Outland in there. He's been quiet. Only has that one catch for 20 yards. We saw he made
We're
that
surprised by that.
Yeah, me too. No, Ethan Santos has done his homework and he's completely taken Demetrius Outland out of this game.
Second and 11. Grew, he bobbled it, but he's able to get it back. And he gets 2 yards
Number
that time,
2,
third down
Grew
and
with the
9.
carry, gain of about a yard or so.
Exactly what I was saying happened. Somerset was going to control the first half and Central towards the middle of the game and into the second half is going to start creeping their way back in. And they're getting the stops when they need them.
This game is all up for grabs now.
Absolutely.
And this stadium has quieted down over the past several minutes, so you can tell the nervousness is starting to build in.
Quieted down tremendously.
And we have movement. That
Yeah,
should be a false start
It
against
should
Somerset
be a
Berkley.
false start. Yes, it is. Another silly penalty by the Raiders.
So now you're going to have 3rd and 14. This is a big one. Balico, what does he want? Goes short, Sam Grew. Grew is going to be taken down right at the 46.
Great defense. Had to make an adjustment in the middle of the play. White was coming right for
Fourth
Balico.
down for the Raiders.
Clock is running, and they're going to bring out the punting unit.
And the Raiders are putting the football.
And I think at this point, you just got to do a regular punt.
Yeah.
Don't do anything dumb. This ain't no Madden against your friend. This is high school football, pre-Thanksgiving game. And DeSuto once again lined up to punt. If they fake it, it's 8 yards to go. Oh, he hesitated on it, and that one is going to get caught up high in the air, and it's going to be fair caught at the 30-yard line.
And the Knights take over on their 30-yard line.
That was kind that reeled it in.
Oh, one of the Knights defenders actually might have gotten a tip to it.
So
That was like more like a college-style punt,
Yep.
where the hesitation and then you boot it. Biggest drive of the night so far for Central here.
you got 6:57 to go, 70 yards to take the lead. And we know Central can get it done, and we know Somerset Berkley can make the defensive stops. First play for Roderick's, handoff. No, and yep, it went in the back. I didn't see that one to Bentel. Bentel breaks one tackle. Now he's trying to get away to the 50, breaks another one, and goes out at the 45-yard
Knocked out of
line.
bounds by number 14, Brendan McDonald.
What a play by
First
Benzel.
down for the Knights.
Fooled all of us.
Absolutely amazing.
Fooled all of us, number one. Broke about a dozen tackles. And Central's in business at the 46.
I think we got some Chiefs and Braves fans making a quick visit here with
And some
some of the songs.
some McDonald's wanters. I heard a McDonald's jingle down there.
Can't go wrong with McDonald's.
Yeah, agreed.
Hopefully that doesn't get copyrighted on Blue Raider Studios for promotion.
Keep an eye out, bottom of your screen. Outland and Santos.
Oh, handoff, he is going to run to the bottom of the screen. This is Kine. Kine trying to break through another one, and he is slammed down by Ethan Santos. We do get another flag, though.
Curious to see, because that flag was thrown at the same time as that hit.
And you got Bjork saying it's on Michael Torrey. That's number 54 right in the middle.
I'm curious to see this flag, because I'm not sure what it was. Holding on Central, that makes sense.
Yep. Back that ball up.
Penalties on the Knights.
And now we got construction workers making their way here too. It's gonna be the most diverse crowd in terms of sound effects.
I was going to say,
that
I've heard some great
in
sound
the
effects
40
tonight.
games that I've done with Blue Raider Studios. This is definitely one to remember with a crowd.
It's because me and Miss Tara showed up. That's why.
I think it's just you.
No, it
Miss
was,
Tuck comes here all the time.
no.
First down and 19. It's a 10-yard backup from where the hold took place. Roderick's with 5:25 to go. Oh, they passed it a couple of times, and Bentel takes it. Bentel past the line of scrimmage, now might be brought down, and he is
Taken down.
nearly fumbled the ball,
Number
but it's going to be backed up a
7.
yard.
Yeah, he tried to reverse
hit it on
direction.
him.
Tried to reverse direction. It didn't work. He should have just kept going on the right sideline. Not a good play from Benton. Now you got third and forever, second and forever.
This is the final 5 now. Somebody's going to walk out of here a winner in this new pre-Thanksgiving matchup, and somebody's going to be going back to the huddle and be like, what is going on? It was marked as a 1-yard loss that play, so 2nd down and 20.
Yeah, you got to throw the ball here.
Rodrigues rolling right. Rodrigues batted up and intercepted by
Knocked
Finn
down
Bjork.
by Bjork.
And the Raiders are going to take over at midfield. Finn Bjork again.
Raider ball.
Great play by Bjork. Batted at the line. Read it like a fly ball. And intercepted it. Austin DeSoto down on the sideline.
Hey, turnovers early for Thanksgiving.
And that's another keeper that time. Still pushing forward. Great O-line help. And that's going to go for about 7 yards that time.
The mega tush push.
Gain of about 8 for Derek B.
So I think at the final game of the season, Mr. Plan has compromised from everything under the sun to Derek B.
It works.
It does
It
work.
works.
It does work. I like it.
.345 to go in the game. Santos in motion, and now what do we got? Are they going to call this a
False start on the Raiders, yep.
I was wondering too, we saw in a couple football games that I did, sometimes they would call that an illegal shift.
Same
Penalties
difference.
on
You're
the
moving
Raiders.
before than you should.
So 2nd down and 8. Clock is running still, 3:20 to go. Get a nice kid down there leading the chants. Grew Santos. Ethan Santos breaks 1 tackle, going up the middle to the 41. Now it's going to be 3rd down and 4. What do you draw up, Brady?
On the tackle,
Run the football.
30 and 4
You have the lead.
for the night.
You're under 3 minutes. Now you gotta be in full chew clock mode.
Anybody specific you go to? Grew.
Sam Guru.
3rd and
All right.
4 for the Raiders.
Or Ethan Santos.
Big 3rd down. Santos takes it. Santos is
Short.
1 yard short. Or maybe 2 because of the spot.
Now you'd pooch punt here. I wouldn't even say go for it.
4th and 2 for the Raiders.
Because if you don't get it, I mean, it's pretty decent field
Richards with
position
that
for Central to do something. I'd say pooch punt right here.
Now, DeSuto is getting checked out by Susan Medeiros on the side. Ethan Santos would be the punter, I believe, if that happens.
Correct.
And looks like they're keeping the offense out there. Or this might be just a draw 'em off sides. 1:48 to go in the game. And this could seal it right here. It goes to Grew. Sam Grew pushing forward. Did he get it? It's going to be close.
I don't think he did.
And no signal. I think where they're marking the
down.
ball, it's enough for a
First down.
first.
And they're gonna bring out the sticks. It looks like enough.
Based on where the sticks are, it looks like it's
based on
enough.
where they spot it. At first, to the naked eye, at first it didn't look like he got there, but once they spotted it, you're looking at where the sticks are. It looks like more than enough.
And what's it gonna be? And they got it!
Touchdown, Raiders.
Somerset Berkley.
That play results in another Blue Raiders first.
And we're gonna have a timeout called.
Mike Washington called timeout, I believe.
With 1 minute and 30 seconds to go. Might put a couple extra seconds on that clock because I believe it was at 1:38 when they were measuring it. 1:35.
Yep. It was not a Mike Washington timeout, it was an official's timeout.
Tell you what, no matter who wins this game, I think this was a great game overall, start to finish. Somerset, they dominated that first half, but overall, just an amazing game to what may be the start of a great matchup.
Just like what we were saying, pre-game, I was thinking that, Somerset may, start to open this up a little bit early, and then Central would pull away and win, but, win by a little bit as well. But that's not looking like that. That first down just about clinched it for the Raiders. 26-22, 95 seconds left.
Now, all that matters here is just run it. Just go down. Don't force for extra yards. Just go down.
Right. Run it. All you got to do. Nothing silly, nothing out of the ordinary. Line up in the wishbone of the eye and run the football. Walk out of here 8-3.
Grew motion, Grew takes it. Grew up the middle to the 29-yard line. It'll bring up second down
Carried by
and about 2.
Sammy Grew.
And another timeout's going to be called.
Washington will call timeout here.
Timeout. Knights.
.125 to go. Again, Somerset Berkley is up 26-24. If Central somehow, some way is able to get this ball back, they would just have to go down and get a field goal. The scoreboard's still not updated. Unless they said it was no catch, but I thought he caught it. I thought it was considered good. Second down. Santos has the first.
First
Now
down,
move the chains.
Raiders.
And there's the cheer from the crowd.
Hey, absolute dog. Hit him with turkey leg.
We want a touchdown. That's what we want.
And we're going to have another timeout called by
Timeout,
Central.
Knights.
1:20 to go. Again, you sticked with us on Blue Raider Studios the whole time. Thank you for all the support throughout the football season and all the fall sports seasons, even though we've been mainly doing football. And we'll recap some of those other Thanksgiving games that are going on. Atlanta's Charter is traveling to Swansea to take on Joseph Case, 10 a.m. tomorrow. The Old Rochester Bulldogs going to Lakeville to take on the Apponequet Lakers. Then the Seekonk Warriors heading out to Dighton to take on the DR Falcons.
Give me Apponequet by 2 scores. Give me DR by a lot. And give me, I'll give you one upset. I'll give you Diamond over Vogue by, I'll go 24-21.
I didn't have that one listed on the roster, but I'm not going to say a word about any of those games, but I will say Case loses by 100. The Bulldogs should win at
He's not
Apponequet.
serious, ladies and gentlemen.
And then
he's not
DR
serious.
should
He is not remotely
maybe
serious.
come away with that win.
Do not listen to the announcer.
Does anybody ever listen to me? I don't think so. And Balico gonna take a knee. We'll just run this clock out. And just one more time to make it official.
great game from these Raiders. Played well when they needed to. A little scary here and there, but survived. Well-deserved win. Great season.
And just based off of tonight, I'm hoping that they continue this tradition. This was a really good game by
Yes, it
both
was.
sides.
Two teams that are very evenly matched as well.
There's one more knee. I don't know if they're going to have to take one more or not.
Probably just one more to be safe.
The down marker's not even moving the downs anymore.
Third down.
Third down and 11.
Yeah, Roderick and Balico are both gone. Both these teams going to have a lot of replacing to do in the offseason, but what a game.
And that's the game.
There it is. Here comes the
All right, the school
handshake
administration,
line.
athletic department, and the coaching staff would
The
like to
Raiders
wish everyone a very,
come
very
out
happy
victorious
Thanksgiving.
today.
I'd like to extend a sincere thanks to all
We'll say 26-22.
loyal Raider fans for their support during the 2023 football season. It certainly
And well,
was
this is
very
going to be
much
us,
appreciated.
the
Also,
rest of it for
congratulations
Blue
to
Raider
Somerset
Studios until
Berkley Raider
the
team,
winter
Coach
sports
Nick
season,
Raiders
December
and his staff
15th,
for
when
another
basketball starts up.
successful Raider football.
Hockey will
Please
start
be
out with their
careful
Prenda
walking on the
Cup
bleachers.
tournament
It's slippery.
very
Have
soon.
a safe drive home. Enjoy your
Again, if you
Thanksgiving
watch,
Day
thank you for sticking with
festivities
us.
tomorrow.
For Tara Peckham on camera,
Out.
our director, Brian Monas, Somerset Access TV. Again, shout out Darren O'Brien, filming all the fall sports events for us. Brady Kudo on color commentary. I'm Keegan Hamlet saying so long, enjoy your night, and we wish you the best.
Good job, bud.
Good job, Brady.